Hello and welcome back. I think today what we're going to do is take a little bit of a sidetrack here because we've still got our little friend here who still has yet to have a soul, so he doesn't really do anything yet. But what we want to do is I want to start into the all of a sudden I can't remember what it's called. I want to get a little bit into Mistcraft because I want to be able to get a couple of linking books created. So we're going to get started with that because what I want to do is I want to find the end because there are a couple items that I want to create from Britannia. So we're taking kind of a step back. Let's see if I can figure out where it's at here. Do they have it in here? I can't remember what it's called. There it is. Corporea. These sparks are special. They can link up to items. So that's kind of what I want to do is I want to create one of these because I have pixie dust, I have sparks, but it's this bottle of ender that I don't have, or ender air. And to get this, we need to go to the end. The problem is once you go to the end, you can't come back until you kill the dragon. And I'm definitely not ready to kill the dragon yet, so that would be kind of a problem. But with Mistcraft, we can create a linking book back here, pop through, get our air really quick, and then basically run and get out of there and hopefully come back alive. But to do that, we need some basic components first. And let's see, we're going to need some of these. So we need some bottles, and we need flowers. Wow, I do not have many black flowers. Let's just take 8. What we're going to do is we're going to use the mortar and pestle here, which is really simple to create. Just a bowl, a piece of wooden plank, and a stick. So we're going to use that because what that allows us to do is shred flowers into floral dye, which we can then use for our Mistcraft stuff. And come over here. We're going to take some of these. That should be enough. One thing we could use for this is we could also use ink sacs, but squid are interesting to get, unless you have something set up to catch them. So we take our flower petals, mortar and pestle, and boom, we have 24 black floral powder. Oops. So we are doing, what we need is an ink mixer. We're also going to need a book binder. So we're going to go ink mixer. Okay, so we need 2 planks, a bottle, and some smooth stone. That is not smooth stone. So we need 5 of these. We need 2 of these and 1 of these. So we wrap these around. Now we have our ink mixer. And we are going to use the spot we had our Thumbcraft stuff, just for the time being. Alright, so we've got our ink mixer. Now we need our book binder, which is going to be, planks and 3 iron. So 3 iron. Apparently clicking is not my thing. Ah! Just I'm saying I can't click today, I end up proving it. Alright. Now we need a bookbinder. So desk pattern, bookbinder. So we're going to go toss this over here. So basically what we're going to be doing is creating linking panels and the linking books. So to do that, we're going to need some leather. And some paper. Where did I put all my paper? That one. Let's do that many. Okay, so where is our ink? There it is. It's funny how that looks transparent. Alright, so we basically need 2 black dye of some kind, an empty bottle, and a bucket of water. Wait, was there another way to do that? Oh, I did not know they added that. That is so much easier. How many do we have? 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Oh, it's so much easier. It used to be, you got to put a bottle in here, and you got to put 2 ink, then you got to put a bucket of water, and then it gives you the bucket back. You got to go fill the bucket, and you basically run around circles for ages and ages and ages. But this way, oh, that's so much better. Now you just boom, and you're done. So we're going to create a few of these because we're going to need them. And let's just go with 8 for now. And we go over to our ink mixer and we throw those in there and they fill this up. Now, one of the things we are eventually going to do once I get some of this crystal stuff, which is going to require delving into a random Mistcraft world, which sometimes is not good for your health, is we can throw gold dust in here, like gold, pulverized gold. Yeah, and that gives us the ability to create an intralinking book or panel, which allows us to kind of jump between locations as opposed to having to, because right now Mistcraft will only go between dimensions. It won't actually go like from here down to the bottom. It only goes from the overworld to the nether, that type of thing. But we can change that if we use an intralinking panel, but they take a little bit to create. So I mean, I did make one of the hand grinders from Applied Energistics, just in case we did need something like that, since we're not using any RF based tools. That kind of slows us down as far as what we can pick there. Let's get rid of the dirt. Now, so we got our ink in there, we got our paper, which makes it so we can make a linking panel. So now we've got one, and it took another one of our pages and put one right there, so it's waiting for us. Now we put this in here, and put a piece of leather in here, and what else? No, wait, something's not right. What am I missing? Oh, that's right. We're not making an actual book. We're making there. We're just making an unlinked book. So now, where do we want to show up? Let's just appear right here in front of the house. So let's say, now where you are when you bind this book, it remembers your location, your orientation, everything. So if I bind this book facing this way, anytime you use this book to come back, you will be facing this way. So we're going to right click, and now it is a blinking book bound to the overworld. So if we just right click on this book, it will teleport us and it will drop this book into the world. So it's kind of like a get out of jail free type card. It's an instant way to get home. But we're not going to use that at this exact moment. We are going to put it right there where we can find it. And now we need ender pearls. Because with the ender pearls, we are going to find ourselves a fortress, and then an end portal, and then try not to kill ourselves. I wonder where that one is. It's got a fairly bright green to it. I wonder if it's it's got to have some earth in it. It's got to have a decent amount of earth in it for that color. Oh, it's right there. Wow. Let's see. What is it? Oh, no. 34. Okay, so that's not bad, though. It's got 27 ordo and some... what do we got going on here? There should be torches all over the place. How is this area not torched? Alright, I'm going to fix this. This will bug me if I don't fix it, so I'll be right... Alright, many torches later. I think I've got the bulk of that... torched up, so hopefully it'll last for a little while. So now we're going to make ourselves some Eyes of Ender. Now let's take a look here. We have food. We have a frame rate that's holding, so let's take a look. I only got 16 of them, so we'll see what it ends up. So we're going to throw this thing, where did it go? That way. Come on. Every once in a while you'll get lucky and you can get them back. So it's going this way, so let's try and speed it along a little bit. And again. And okay. Alright. So I'm going to continue chasing this thing, which I imagine is going to lead me on a bit of a wild goose chase. And as soon as I find where it's going, I will be back. Alright, I think we found it. I've confirmed it with 2 different ender pearls. You throw them, and they basically come to this spot right here. Where'd that little bugger go? There he is. So they float into this general area. So if we come down here, I still have no idea what causes this odd little terrain oddity. Kind of a sidetrack. There's no vegetation. If you look at the map, there are tons of biome. It's probably one entire type of biome, but no vegetation generates in these. So it'll be kind of interesting to build something in them later. But as you can see, right there. So what we are going to do, shovel. And because that's going to take too long. I got lucky. All my ender pearls, when I launched them, they dropped. Normally, it doesn't kind of work. At least it lasts the few times I've done it. They every once in a while will just disintegrate and you'll lose them. So it worked out pretty well this time. We're doing exactly what you're not supposed to do in Minecraft, which is digging straight down. So we'll see what we end up with here. And it's gotta be around here somewhere. We're down by Y34. It's gotta be getting close. It's either that or I went right past it. Or I completely read the pearls wrong, because we're going to hit bedrock soon. Yay, bedrock. That's odd. Bedrock should be generating flat. But right here, definitely not flat. Okay, go back up to the top. It's got to be around here somewhere. And a couple of the pearls landed in this general area, so we'll try this. How about here? If we dig enough holes, we are bound to find something. Whether or not it'll be what we're after, who knows. But I'm going to keep digging down. I'm going to dig and dig and dig until I find this place, and then I will be back. Okay, so that spot was apparently a dud. This time, I'm pretty sure, thanks to this chunk load glitch, that we've found it. So, if you throw another ender pearl, I want to see where it lands, because that'll be kind of where we're aiming. And of course, it dies right there. Right here. Let's try this, and see if we have better luck this time. Because, it didn't work out so well last time. Neither is a full inventory when you're carrying a magnet. Alright, more digging, and then I will be back. Alright, I found it. Took a false start, but I got it. So now what I need to do is go through here when it looks like the light is acting very weird in here. Like it's not moving like it should, which is strange. Like you can see I'm placing torches and it's not lighting things up, which is kind of weird. But I'm not entirely sure where the portal is. Apparently it thinks it's up there. So that's going to be the thing right now is can I find the portal? I think what I'm going to do is head back and repair my hammer and then just start wrecking this place until I can find it. So I'm going to go repair the hammer and then I'm going to start boring this place out. And as soon as I find that end portal, I'll come back because then we can activate it and move on from there. And we have an end portal. It took a little while, but got it. You can see in the map. Where am I? So we traveled a little bit of distance. I mean, I went down a couple new staircases and things like that. So that's where we started out, and this is where we are now. So we're actually going to change that so we can find it later on. And we're going to delete that one. Alright, now let's find out that I left all my ender pearls back there. Okay, so how to get out of here? Now the real question is, how did I get in here? That I think would be the real question. So let's see. I think I came this way. Oh! Okay, I'm awake. And die. I think this might be it. There it is. How's that for memory? I get lost trying to find my car in a parking lot sometimes. Okay, so what we need now, we need more Eyes of Ender. It looked like it only had one in the frame, so we're going to need another 11, which I thought I had them. I don't know what I did with them. So I'm going to get those. I'm going to get our linking book, and then see what happens. I will come back when I'm standing by the portal ready to dive in, and we're going to see if I live through this or not. And we're back. So the first thing we're going to do, looks like there were 2 pearls here, so I didn't need quite as many, is we're going to get these socketed in place. It's been ages since I've done this, so hopefully this works. Uh-oh. Not the way it was supposed to work out. Okay. That was not how that was supposed to work out at all. I had a handy little ender chest sitting there. I was supposed to, do that real quick, and okay, I'm awake now. Let's see. I got 23 of them before he hit me. I don't think I needed to bail quite that quick, but I didn't want to risk losing my stuff over there. So let's clear up what we've got here, and then I'm going to get my stuff. Actually, let me get rid of this stuff real quick. Don't need that. This stuff goes here and here. I guess those can go there for now. This stuff can get melted. I need to get my stuff back on. Okay. We did lose the binding book, like I was saying, because as soon as I used it, it dropped on the ground. So it will eventually decay and die. More than likely, if we went back there right away, since the chunks aren't loaded, it would still be sitting there and we could pick it up. But I'm just kind of going to assume it's a loss at this point, and it served its purpose. We shall remember it fondly. And let's see, that goes there and here. Got to get everything where it goes. Okay. Now, back to what we were trying to do before I nearly gave myself a panic attack. This goes here. Now, book. Need the book. I don't think it was that complicated. I want to say it was just a spark, some pixie dust, and some of this ender air bottled ender air, bottled ender, whatever it's called. Yep, okay, so just a spark. I'm going to need more sparks, I think. So let's take some gold. That will work. Go down into the basement that will someday be our home. And let's see, some of those. Oop. This flight, not exactly what one would call precise. Alright, so we need blaze rods. Do I have a spark stored in here? I do not, of course. I want to say a spark was blaze powder, 2 petals and a nugget, or is it 2 nuggets and a petal? Let's find out. So we need blue. That's not what we need there. Blaze powder, we need 6 of it. Now it's either this and that. Nope. Okay. Which means no. Yeah, I made like a dozen of them for this room. You'd think I would remember how to make them. Let's find out. Oop, nope, spark. Oh, yeah, that would be why. Mana petals. So, what do I have a lot of that I don't care about? That'll do. So I'll probably never use those. And let's get some mana petals, and you can hear the Slurpee flowers kick in since I used power out of that pool. And that was this, and that, there we go. Now, I do want to make a few of them because I want to be able to kind of play around with this. Okay. So we'll make these. We'll just make a couple of them real quick. That'll hold us, I think. Where'd it go? There. Put that out of the way. That way I don't accidentally click on it. Okay, pixie dust. Pixie dust was valuable. Oh, what the heck? We got a portal. Let's just make them all. So now we need some sparks, some pixie dust, and some ender air bottled. And now we have Corporea sparks. Now, okay, Okay, I know we need at least one master. I did a little bit of reading on this beforehand, so I'm not spending too much time on that right now. One of these. So you need one of these. One of those. Okay, there we go. So the theory behind this should be, assuming I understand this correctly, we should be able to pop these little buggers down. I think that might be too far away. Is it? Because I'm betting you guys are probably talking to each other, but the other ones probably are not. So let's pop these off real quick. I know they have a range, but it's not that far. I remember that much. So let's try it out here. So in theory, those should be a network. So let's try. Nope. Okay. Time to consult the book. Am I not doing right here? Back. Corporea. Come on, keep going. Magical system. Works to varying sparks. Okay, which we've got that. They can go on top of any inventory, like a chest or a dispenser. Supposed to be containers. Spark will work in a network-like system. Designated. Master Corporea Spark designated. Okay, so we have a master. Corporea Spark is placed or pulled. Each spark will pull any nearby sparks. Okay, the master, while being part of the network. Okay, so the master can't pull its own inventory. I wonder if that's the problem. I wonder if it can't read out of these chests. Let's switch it. Let's put you here. I mean, in theory, they place, so... Nope. Okay, give me a minute to read up on the book, and I'll be right back. Alright, that didn't take long. I think I figured out what we're missing here. Apparently, the Corporea network has to have a Corporea Index attached to it. That was the one piece we're missing. It's kind of the thing you walk up to and you talk to. So, now we need to figure out, can we make it? Okay, 4 obsidian, 2 of the dragon stones. Let's see what we got here. I need the dragon stone, so I need 2 of these. That's not 2. 2 of these. That can go back in there. We'll just toss those in there as well. Let's go here. We need some obsidian. Closest obsidian, I think, is going to be back up here. So 4 obsidian. So now in theory, if I remember right, this goes here, here, here. I needed a master, didn't it? So I get for not looking at the book. Oh no, just needs a Corporea Spark. Cool. That's not bad. We can do that. So we should... Okay, so here's our index. Drop, pop, candy. I'm sure there's a reference there I'm not getting. Let's try this again, this time with all the proper materials. So if I put you right there, do you work? Okay, so the little dot circling around him is his activation radius. Do you work? Mana Steel's right there. It has a standard Corporea Spark under it. Alright, what am I missing this time? Corporea Index. Does it need power? That's the part I'm not sure about. Index, ability to vocally request items. This is supposed to be the thing you can walk up to and say, you know, give me an iron ingot, and it will hand you an iron ingot. While approaching, it will cause it to activate and show the radius, which is that little pink thing swirling around us. While activated, the index will intercept any chat messages sent by nearby players, taking them in as requests and preventing them from being broadcast. From this, it'll request from the network. Oh, maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. Let's try it this way. Mana steel. Please? Pretty please? No? Am I spelling it wrong? Yeah. Mana steel. Ingot. No? Still no. Transport the item towards itself, materializing it in the world. Writing iron. We'll search for any iron. So... Ooh. Wrong button entirely. Mana? Was it 3 dots or 2? 3. Okay. More research, and I will be back. Alright, so one thing I'm going to say, hopefully in my very weak defense, is that it is remarkably easy to miss things while recording for some reason. I have no idea why, but it's very easy to not see the obvious when recording. You know, something that's directly in front of your face, and for some reason you can't see it. So let's try mana. Ta-da! Now, of course, it gave me a mana tablet. Where did I have those things stored? Were they right here? No. So basically what ends up happening is it needs a Corporea spark over its head to link it into the network, because you can see these are all linked together. Without that Corporea spark, it's not a member of the network. So it didn't work. So now the one thing, so you got a barrel of seeds here, and I think they're just straight seeds, aren't they? Yeah. So let's go stack of seeds. Ta-da! 64 seeds. And the nice thing is, it says 64 seeds out of 64 taken. I'm not sure why it said out of 64 when there's an extra 15 in there. But, so now the idea would be to slowly incorporate more networks, because apparently you can create this floral dye with that mortar and pestle we had before, and you can dye these little things, so you could create sub-networks. So this one, because you can see he's only got a very small activation radius, like I think right here is active, so like within 1 block range. So if I'm standing here and I'm talking, no one's going to hear me because this thing is intercepting anything I say. Plus it just really does look kind of cool. So the idea being you could have, like in theory, I should be able to come down here and put one on top of every one of these little barrels and just have that little thing sitting off on the end and say, I want 2 stacks of sticks, and it will give me 2 stacks of sticks. Now, the main reason I'm looking at this is because some of it, you kind of tend to, throw things in chests and can't remember where they are. Like, I've got 3 chests here. I vaguely remember the things I put in these chests, but with this little thing, I can just walk up and be like, I know somewhere in the green network I have cobblestone. I can just ask this little thing for cobblestone, and it gives it to us, which is fantastic. But now, one thing I want to see, so what else can Ender Air go into? So we don't have Gaia Spirits yet. Okay, so we can make red string. That could get interesting, because that allows us to link containers through blocks, like with the red string. It looks like overall it has very limited number of uses, so we're just going to stash it in a box here and say we're done with it. I'll keep the chest. So that was kind of what I wanted to get accomplished today. I wanted to find the end. I wanted to get the Corporea network created, so we kind of had an idea of what we're going on. We got our Mistcraft stuff started. I mean, the only other thing I kind of wanted to start was I wanted to create a blank Mistcraft world and just kind of poke my head into it and see if something bites it off. So let me check our times and see how much we've got. That may have to wait until next episode. All right, well, we're sitting at about 29 minutes, but I think that'll give us enough time to try and create one of these things here. Try and rack my memory here and see if I can remember how to do this. It's been a while. So we need to put our Botania stuff away. Random piece of cobblestone. Okay, that's where the bag goes. Every once in a while I look at my inventory and I'm like, there's a hole there. What's supposed to be in that hole? It's cobblestone. Alright. Now we need leather. Every time I step on those things. Now, I thought one of these had a, there it is, pile of leather. I gotta get those stones back online, those alchemical stones, so I can start transmuting more leather and keep it around, because it's kind of nice to have. I took the spawners off of that tower up there, so 2 more witches and a zombie, and I stuck them down in the little suffering well. Okay, so that's paper. I thought this was just leather, but I seem to be missing. What brain is not working all of a sudden? Something I'm missing here, and I don't remember what it is. I thought you could just put a blank page in here and pull it out. Let me see if something's changed with this version. Alright, I think I got it. Apparently the catch was I had to type a name in here. As soon as I typed a name in here, it would allow me to do it. So this gives us our descriptive book. Descriptive book. This is our random Mistcraft age. Now the one thing you always want to take with you when you go to a Mistcraft age is a linking book to get home. Because one of the things about it is if you die in Mistcraft age, you respawn at the spawn in Mistcraft, in the age itself. So you will not come back here like the end or anything like that, or the Nether. You will be trapped there pretty much forever, or until you can get somebody else to come let you out, which not really all that fun. So now what we want to do, I think it's a plank and 2 sticks, maybe. Let's find out. Is it? Aha, it is a book stand. And we'll take 2 of these, because if you put them in a book stand, the books will not take environmental damage, so they won't die. If you leave them out in the open, they will eventually start taking damage, and they'll lose durability, and eventually they will fail, and you'll lose it. So we'll put that there. So now you can see if I click on it, random age. Now, because like before, there is a chance that you will get horribly maimed when you walk into one of these worlds. Usually when I go in them the first time, I don't take any of my gear with me, because like I said, there's a good chance you're not going to come back, or at least not in one piece. So what we do is we toss everything of true value into here, and we only take these 2 things, because that's really all I need to get back. So we'll find out if that's right or not. Let's see if we have time to get this thing loaded. I just kind of want to pop in and see how it works out. So let's try this here. So we click on it, and it loads slowly. Okay, I'm going to let this load, and then I'll be back. Okay, so we're back. Very first thing we do, plop that down, put the book in it. Oh dear. Portal. And then because we're naked, out. And then we're back right where we started. So that is the quick and dirty way to create a random Mistcraft age, spread out over the course of several mistakes. But the general being, you create 2 linking pages, because you always want a way home. So you got your 2 linking pages, then you create your linking book. So you need 1 piece of leather to do that. That gives you your linking page, and your leather will give you your linking book. Bind that somewhere near home, preferably. Once you got that done, then you make yourself one of the descriptive books. That's the linking page in the book binder with the other. If necessary, you can sometimes put a blank page in there if it requires it, but it apparently doesn't need it. And then from that point, now that you've got your bound book, so you've got your way home, you step through the portal and see what happens. Now that one seemed fairly stable. Like, I didn't seem to get any debuffs when I walked through. But, I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Oh, there it is. No, wait. What in the world? Oh, there he is. No torches. I have no torches. Okay, so there's a note. Oh, this is like a cave world or something. This is... Yeah, I think this might be one of the cave worlds. That could be interesting to explore. But a lot of times, like, you'll come through and just being under the sky will burn you with debuffs, or, the random ages always have some bit of instability in them, and the more unstable a world gets, the more dangerous it becomes, to the point where, just being there can kill you. I had one of them where I spawned in, and my debuff bar here filled up. Like, it actually was full. And I just had so many status effects coming off me, I barely made it back through the portal alive. But one of the things I want to find in there is I want to find those crystals, because they can spawn in the Mystcraft ages sometimes. Find those and you can start making your own portals. And then you can, jump around. You can just make a kind of like a nether portal where you can just walk right through it and come out on the other side, which is fantastic depending on what you're after. So it's kind of a nice thing to have, because especially if you get those interlinking books, because then what you can do is I could have a portal up here that was just like a hole in the ground with a portal below it, because you can lay these horizontal or vertical. You jump down the hole, you hit the portal, and you appear down bottom. So, there could actually be like no elevators. There's no way to get down there unless you walk through that portal, which would kind of be an interesting way to do it, I think. But I think for now we're going to kind of cover that, or kind of say we're done and end there. I do want to finish some research. Unfortunately, I am going on vacation next week, so not next week. I think when this comes out, it'll be the week of. So when this video, and I think episode 12 and then this one's 13, when those are out, I'll actually be on vacation. So I won't have access to Minecraft, so I won't be able to do any of the research. So I'm hoping week after to get more into the Thaumcraft research, because I really do want to get a chopper golem going and a few of the other things we can get going into. But until then, thank you for watching.